let me go on my power structure conspiracy right now. You know we got to get that in there. These motherfuckers, dumbass, poor ass, working class Americans, they will never understand what black people go through. You know why? Because the only time they got to deal with racial issues is when? It's in the media. We deal with the shit in reality every motherfucking day. So don't you fucking expect to have the same, that they expect to have the same perceptions.
This person made the statement, if somebody steals from me, I want to shoot them too. And I understand the emotion. When somebody comes into your house and invades you, I get that.
But you stand on the public
street. But you want to shoot them? Now, if somebody breaks into, say you own but look, somebody breaks into your jewelry store. Stop and think about this. Somebody breaks into your jewelry store and they kill the proprietor of the jewelry store and they steal $500. You like, damn, they killed him for $500. How much money you think he was selling cigarettes for? And yet somehow he deserved that.
That's for white America. White America don't want to face the reality that America's a fucked up place.
This week, I got to tell you this. I got to tell you this because I don't think it made national news. This is a local thing. This is a local thing.
White America don't want to hear America's a fucked up place.
In the South.
Always have been.
In the South. In Alabama.
I don't want to hear that go back to Africa shit.
This week in Alabama at Faulkner University, which is known as a...
You say Faulkner or Faulkner?
Faulkner.
Okay.
You want me to spell it?
Spell it.
Faulkner. Faulkner University, known as a Christian school. 4 young white men tried to rob a house. The owner of the house was in self-defense, shot and killed one of the white boys. The other 3 are being charged with murder. Because in Alabama, if you're committing a crime, anybody involved in the crime is guilty felony, yes. of the murder. Not,
Right. We're going to hear about that.
And we're hearing story after story after story and comment after comment after comment of, this is not who he was in his life. Oh, it's just like these other guys in Ferguson in New York. If he had been obeying the law, he'd be all right. But this is not who it was. They get to paint a positive picture of this guy. They get to paint a positive picture. And maybe as a 19-year-old guy, he was just doing something stupid.
After a fucking this month.
And yet Trayvon Martin deserved what he got. Mike Brown deserved what he got. Erica Garner deserved what he got.
They don't give a fuck.
I just needed to say that so that they understand.
If they really cared, the fucking bombers of Boston blew them they killed mostly white people or injured mostly white people, and they still put him on the cover of Rolling magazine like he was fucking Bob Dylan. When have you ever seen a black criminal?
And did you ever hear that designated as white on white crime? No, you didn't. You heard them talk something about his father from Russia or blah, blah, blah. But you never hear that white on white crime designation. Charles Manson has murdered many and lived long enough to get married. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Mike Brown will never get married. Eric Garner won't play with his grandkids. Charles Barkley can sit around and tell his grandkids, oh, I don't have a college degree, but people who work for me do. Why? Because he can espouse these same stupid theories that want to be heard. That's the same thing. Just like Don Lennon, he'll be able to say the same thing. Him and Charles Barkley can sit around and have tea.
Rich man puppets. That's all they are. Anybody... I don't understand how the regular Americans can just sit around and listen to anyone who receive a check from the rich man's. Of course, they're not going to bite the hand that feeds them. Of course, Charles Barkley going to make white America feel good. That's why he get ratings, because he's on TV acting like a buffoon every fucking night. Don't get me started on that rich man's puppet.
No, get started on him. It's time.
What I'm gonna say to you,
Need another segment. Come on.
No, I like this one, though, because this This was the first time. I mean, it's a big story, but they really can't. They understand now because this is the first older man, because it's been young brothers getting killed. This man got 2 grown ass kids trying to make money for his family, feeding his family. If he was white, they would have been out there going like, he's just trying to make money for his family and feed his family. Even if he was selling fucking cigarettes. The man was selling cigarettes.
Which happened to be legal.
And here come the black leaders.
Wait,
with the
who
mama.
they
How they
leading?
get there? See, this one I want to understand. This go for you, Al Sharpton. How you gonna be a black leader and then they're working in the media? Much damage the media has caused to black people. But that's okay. I get it. Everybody need a check. So let me ask you something. How do they always end up there holding the wives and the moms and the you ever notice, Jeff? All the black leaders just end up holding, they right now. How do they get there? Who's the designated
The casting.
the casting agent? Who decides? Well, we want to make sure Al Sharpton is holding her when she start crying. Who decides that shit?
I don't know, but I was watching a comedian the other day, and it really pissed me off because he was saying how much he hate Al, and I wasn't pissed off because he hate Al. Don't get it twisted.
Al. I just don't like the fact he working for the media.
No,
now,
I'm
but go
saying
ahead.
don't get it twisted. I wasn't pissed off at the comedian because he said he hate Al. I was pissed off because the comedian said he hates Al Sharpton because
Was he white or black?
he was a white comedian.
Oh, okay.
Saying that
Well, then he
it's Al Sharpton's doing that race can't even be mentioned. And he mentioned that there was a rapist running loose and the news didn't even say
Oh, he brought crime
wasn't into
there.
it or whatever.
Oh.
And he said, oh, he was on the loose and they're told
White rapists.
they
been on
have
the
found a way to blame black people for the fact that white people hide white crime.
loose. Exactly, because there was 2 or 3 rapists, white rapists, on the run in Southern California, and we didn't see one fucking media outlet, not fucking one.
Well, you're not gonna see it.
It was a child rapist on the fucking run. They finally caught him in Mexico. Didn't hear one fucking story. The fucking Dodgers fan who got shot. I mean, beat up in the parking lot, right? That story died. You know why? That story died when they found out the crew was white. We don't even hear about that motherfucker no more. Even in you punk ass ESPN, you don't even talk about that shit no fucking more. Because when they finds out the suspect is white, oh, that's the end of the story.
Because he's just one crazy random white guy.
That's what they.
But if it was a black guy, it could be any one of them.
But if he'd have been black, that shit would have been. We know about Jeffrey Dahmer, and this was a cop. A fucking cop. Not a criminal until he did criminal acts. We know
Not
about
Dahmer.
him.
Not Donner.
I mean,
Donner.
my bad.
Donner. Because Dahmer was a
These
crazy.
motherfuckers.
He
Even then, they
motherfucker-
could have arrested him before he got started with his barbecue specials.
Secrets in the sauce.
I'm saying,
It's in the sauce.
they let Jeffrey Dahmer just. The police came to. I'm not changing the subject, but the police came. Now, what if there would have been a black man in a white community, white people coming up missing, you finding their ribs and shit all down the street and shit with sauce on them? You think they would have let that motherfucker when they knocked on the door go? Hell no. They knocked on Jeffrey Dahmer's door, let him go to go eat more people. Cause this fucking America.
Young boy in Santa Barbara. The cops was at his house the day. What was it? The day before or the day of his rampage when he shot up and killed a bunch of people up there in Santa Barbara. Talking about
Santa Barbara, California.
Yeah,
The one who couldn't get no girlfriends.
Yeah.
When he was rolling in a Beamer.
he in a Beamer and can't get no girl, so he gonna kill
In Santa
people.
Barbara. Everybody know women in
Let's
Southern
be real.
California. That's all they be looking for.
Let's be real.
You ain't got no game to get a woman. You got a fucking Beamer.
You could be a deaf mute person with cerebral palsy and drive up in a Beamer, roll your window down and go
In Southern California.
In Southern California.
Them
Come
women
on.
will
You
come
could
out
have
that
one
motherfucker.
eye and your mouth be under your left ear on the side of your face.
Hello.
and wearing a Hawaiian t-shirt and some torn up khakis in a Beamer, and you gonna have 5 models in your back seat. He couldn't get no woman because it's crazy as hell. Let's be real with ourselves.
Well,
And the cops go,
No,
and
that's what they want to portray
I know,
when a white dude do something.
but the cops knocked on his door, and we didn't have any reason to go in and look inside. This man done posted how many pages was that? Like 16 pages manifesto.
His manifesto. He talked about killing cops.
I mean, and posted it publicly. Everybody can. Before you get a job, your employee Googles your ass. They couldn't Google this.
Come on, man. But all we need to know is that his daddy was a movie producer in Hollywood.
No, all we need to know is
This
that
dude was in college, man.
We don't, and therefore,
that's why they got him.
that's why they didn't get him.
Hello, until they got him, because they said he killed himself. But every time a white person killing up people, they always said they end up self-inflicted wound. Bullshit. Cops killed him, but they don't want us to know cops kill white kids too. But they don't kill the white kids until the white kids kill about 400 people.
Well, it's white people who have experienced police brutality. We just really need some laws that say that your life is more valuable than, I'm scared of you. And then a media system that makes you afraid of me.
And all Charles Barkley got to say is the protesters are scumbags.
Because I guarantee, you know what? If that pisses me off. I got to say something about that. Charles Barkley called protesters scumbags because they were protesting the death of a person. Whereas if he walked out in some blue jeans and sneakers, he'd get arrested too. And Charles Barkley ain't no saint. This man threw a plate glass window for throwing ice in his face.
And he spent it on a little kid. But he trying to protect that money.
He better, since
white people left
he better. He ain't got no degree, so he ain't gonna get no regular job.
He said 2 weeks ago, he said black people are the reason for racism. You had to choke on your water, didn't you?
I did.
He said black people are the reason for racism.
Yep, that's right. Because if they weren't black, there would be no reason to hate them.
When I didn't get that one job, it wasn't a black man who didn't give me that job because of my skin color, Charles. I just want you to know that. That's all I want y'all to know. When I got pulled over by the police, it was all white police officers pulling me over. They wasn't racist. I don't know. But why would you pull me over 5 times in one day? I'm just going to the fucking library. Shit. Library.
Yeah.
Hello. That's all.
I'm
a college student. Back in the day, I'm a college student, and you pulling me over like 5 times in one day. And I was in a Beamer, but it was an old Beamer. I can see if it was a brand new Beamer. It was an old Beamer. But Charles, it's black people's fault. Black people are the reason for slavery, huh, Charles? Yeah.
If they hadn't been so damn big and strong, who would have wanted them to work on their plantation?
Here's what I think. Somebody, it's probably going to be me. He would never be in the room with me. Because I would. I can't say what I'm saying. Because that's a terrorist threat.
No,
if I say I would like kick him in his kneecap or something, he already walked funny. But that's what's messed up. They got all these corporate puppets saying stuff like Stephen A. Smith, always generalizing about black people, Charles Barkley, and they all work for corporations, but yet think they need to express their opinions. What kind of shit is that?
And I'm not saying they don't have the right to express their opinions. I'm just saying that I have the
they
right.
They damn sure don't have the left.
I just have the right to squash their opinions when they're bullshit. I just have to call bullshit on what I see.
I think they just been stuck up in the mansion so long, they don't know reality. So in them, because they like white people. That's what it is. You know how I always say white people have no fucking clue about racism because they watch racism on TV, but we live it. I think some of these corporate puppets, some of these contributors, they have no damn clue about the reality of the world. They don't.
They don't have
How
to.
is Charles Barkley gonna know what a young black man do? He ain't even been in no fucking communities. He don't know the crime. He don't even know if the police not arresting the drug dealers so drugs can flourish in the community. He don't have no fucking clue. But yeah, he got a fucking opinion. And he just, oh, I'm just giving my opinion on the isolated incident and I see those looters. Yeah, but you just see what the media shows your dumb ass. If the media don't show you something, you don't fucking know. Period.